What does a person do when he loses his job? He needs to support his family. He needs to take care of his family. What does a person do when he goes through difficulties in life, something that happened, something that's very, very difficult? Someone close to him got sick or passed away, or something happened. Something very difficult happened. What does he do? The answer is in this week's Parsha, perhaps. Says in the opening psukim of the Parsha, Ksis למאור להעלוי snare tamid, that the oil should be crushed finally to illuminate so that the candle, the flame will go up. My great-great-grandfather, Meshulam Tzvi, wrote rice in his Sefer Nachalas Tzvi on this, and I quote, "V'ka'avana ki menorah min ramezes aloim di Torah ki yadua." The menorah has to do with a Talmud Chacham, Torah scholar, as is known. V'ikar avodas a Talmud Chacham tzricha liyos l'shem Hashem. The main way that a Talmud Chacham needs to serve Hashem is wholeheartedly, without ulterior motives, just for its own sake, because he knows that it's what he's supposed to do. Even sometimes a Talmud Chacham could be very, very pressed. He could be in an unstable financial state completely. This is, by the way, on page Reish Chav Dalet in the Sefer. Look it up on HebrewBooks.org for free. Payish, last name, Nachalas Tzvi. Even when the Talmud Chacham is in a pressed financial state, he's going through difficulties, he just lost his job, he has tuition bills, he has the mortgage he needs to pay, rent, the utilities, food, all sorts of bills. What's he going to do? Because those al Yisram chas v'shalom al Hashem. First thing, what you shouldn't do is don't get upset to Hashem. You're being tested over here. V'rak yasik b'Torah tamid bli hefsek v'soif hakav. Keep learning Torah. Keep doing mitzvahs. Do whatever you're supposed to do. But don't get upset about Hashem. At the end, the honor will come. At the end, it will all work out. Hashem will take care. That's why the pasuk says ksis, that it should be crushed. Meaning, even though sometimes the Talmud Chacham, even though sometimes the Talmud Chacham is pressed, he's crushed on the inside, he's crushed on the outside financially, he's going through difficulties in life, he's crushed regarding financially. He's even though that he's crushed, continues the pasuk and says, the candle, it should always go up. Lifnei Hashem, before Hashem, it should always go up. In other words, when it comes to learning without interruption, it should always go up. And no matter what state the Talmud Chacham is in, he should always go up. No matter what type of state that he's in, he should stay serious and make sure that it's still going up. Based on this, we could explain another idea and tie this into Purim in a beautiful way. And my great-great-grandfather doesn't quote this. However, we could certainly tie this in. It says in the Megilah, and we actually say this at the end of by Havdalah. We say this in Havdalah as well. By Yehudim, as we know. So what's that saying over there? Lihudim haisariro v'simchon v'shashon v'yikar.
Phone call.
Talks about the Jews that they had.
Phone call.
The Gemara in Megilah says on Tetzaveh Mabez, Ora zo Torah. This light is referring to Torah. As the pasuk says, Kiner mitzvah v'Torah or. So we see another connection between the two over here. That what? We see a connection between the light and it represents Torah. So this is the idea that even when something very difficult is happening, you shouldn't get upset. We have to realize something else when it comes to being tested. Hashem only gives people tests that he knows that he could handle. Additionally, we have to be aware of the fact that when a person passes a difficult test in life or something hard, he will only grow from that. Additionally, we have to realize the pasuk says, Shevel yipol sadik v'kamlo, that a sadik falls 7 times and he gets back up. That's what it is. if you actually think about it, if you have a rope and the rope is weakening, and the threads and strings in the rope, whatever they're called, that make up the rope, they start breaking until it finally breaks. The rope was very weak, but when you tie the rope with the strong knot back together, it gets stronger than it was before. And a person grows from it, and he benefits from that. So that's the important idea that we have to keep in mind. Obviously, this is much easier said than done, but nevertheless, this is certainly an important message that we need to keep in mind. Okay, so Amir Hashem, tomorrow we will continue. Everyone should have a wonderful day.
Shkoyach.
All right, Baruch.